Good afternoon, myself Santosh Yadav and I welcome to all of you in LPM premises for class 11. Today's our topic is static fluid but container is accelerated. Static fluid but container is accelerated. As we know, there are two bifurcation of fluid. One is static fluid and one is dynamic fluid. Static fluid is when container as well as liquid inside the container is rest, fully rest. And second part, if container is moving but liquid is filled in the container, this is also considered a static fluid. Basically, when fluid is liquid is in rest with respect to container, that type of consideration is taken in static fluid. So, first of all, we will see in vertical direction. When a container is moving in vertically like that, consider a container having a liquid up to height h is filled in it, density of the liquid is rho, and container is moving with acceleration v. This is the container filled with liquid of density rho of height up to height h, and acceleration of the container is in upward direction. This is the same analogous as we move in left. This is the case of NLF. So you can say here okay. Let's see. So you should take it out in the form of hypothetical cylinder. Okay. Consider this is a hypothetical cylinder of liquid filled in it. This is rho and this is height h. So, and cross-sectional area is
for the last 2009 to 12. This is to remind you are supposed to maintain the AC that has been given to you and you don't have 10 minutes.
Weight of the liquid in vertical downward direction. We have already done it in previous lecture when container is in rest. But in this case, there is additional pseudo force is acted, which is in downward direction. You can see mass of the liquid and acceleration of the container. So, an observer which is in the container, whole fluid is in rest, so net force on the fluid is zero. So whole fluid is in rest. Okay. So for an observer inside the container, whole fluid is in rest. So net force on the fluid is zero here. So PFA, pressure at force at the bottom, that is called M A, equal to P naught A plus mg plus ma. So P naught A plus mg plus A. What is m here? M is the mass equal to volume into density. So here, from here, PMA equal to P naught A plus AH volume into density. This is mass and G plus. So A is cancelled out. So PM equal to H rho G plus C. This is the pressure at the bottom of accelerating container. So this physical quantity is say G effective. So you can write here pressure at bottom equal to H rho G effective. This is similar case of the lift in NLM. So if a container filled with a liquid is accelerating in upward direction, then G effective will be G plus A. So pressure at bottom equal to atmospheric pressure P naught plus P naught also. P naught plus H rho G effective, where H rho G effective equal to G plus A. So write it down. Similarly, if container is accelerated in downward direction, then what will happen here? So you can also make the ability of hypothetical fluid, take it out some liquid in a hypothetical cylinder. Now cross section area A, residue height H. So there will be force in form of pressure Pm into A, P naught into A and G, and a pseudo force which is acted in the frame of acceleration frame. If observer is sitting in the container, then related to observer, fluid is in rest. So pseudo force is acted in opposite direction of acceleration of the container. So MA is the pseudo force. So for an observer in the container, this fluid is in rest, so net force on the fluid is 0. So you can say here upward forces is balanced by downward forces. So PMA plus MA, these are the upward forces, and this is balanced by downward forces, that is P naught A plus MG. So PMA equal to P naught A plus mg minus a. Take it this side. So P naught A plus m equal to rho h volume into density. Volume A into height, cross-sectional area A, and height. Volume into density of the liquid, that is rho. This is mass of the fluid. This is G minus A. And this is P and K. Please cancel out. So PM will be P naught plus H rho G minus A. This is G effective. This is G effective. Here, for an observer in the container, fluid is in rest. This is downward force by atmospheric pressure, and this is Mg due to Earth, and this is by bottom of the container EMA upward direction, and a pseudo force is acted also for an observer in the container, that is Ma, which is mass of the fluid and acceleration of the container in upward direction. So net force on the fluid is 0 for an observer in the container. So upward force is Pme plus Ma equal to downward force is P naught A plus Ma. So right in this form, so mass equal to volume AX into rho, volume density G minus A. So Pm equal to P naught plus H rho G minus A. Here G minus A is the G effective. So if lift is moving downward, then pressure is reduced, and when container is moving in upward direction, then pressure at bottom will be increased by J. Okay. So okay, now consider a fluid wedge height density rho, and it is accelerated, continuously accelerated in horizontal direction. Then what will happen? We have seen when fluid, that is container, accelerated in vertical direction. Now we will see when container is moving with acceleration in horizontal direction. Then what will happen? So you can imagine it that new diagram of the liquid becomes like that. This liquid may be spill out from the container. So liquid surface becomes tilted. To rise of the liquid, say alpha from this side, consider a particle on the surface of the liquid. For an observer in the container, let's see, this is observer. This particle of the liquid is in rest. So you can write the property of the fluid that the surface particle, net force on the surface particle along the surface is 0. Net force on surface particle along the surface, very important, along the surface is 0. Consider this unit. This is the particle. Force is acted dm into g. But along the surface, net force will be 0. Means, suppose consider here a force F1, here a force F2. So F1 must be equal to F2. That is, net force along the surface will be 0. Similarly, along the surface net force must be 0. This is the main property of the fluid, that always force is acted perpendicular to surface. If along the surface net force 0, it means force is acted perpendicular to the surface for equilibrium. Or you can say, for an observer in container. Listen, for an observer in container, net force on surface particle along the surface is 0. Write it down. For an observer in a container, net force on surface particle along the surface is 0. That is, force is perpendicular to surface. That is, force is perpendicular to surface.
All the class teachers of 9 to 12 are recommended to submit the sheet which was given to them to mention the record of vaccination. Those sheets have to be submitted in principal's office. Second information for all the teachers of 9 and 10th. They have a short meeting in the staff room. So you need to join the staff room as soon as possible within a single minute.
Listen. This was the surface. And this is the angle.
All the subject teachers of 9 and 10th.
This is the part.
Join the staff room.
This is dmp. dmp is the defensive mass of the particle. And this is dma, pseudo force. Because acceleration is in this side. So this is alpha, this would be 90 minus alpha, and this would be alpha. As we know, for an observer in the container along the surface, net force on the particle is 0. So here this is component of dm cos alpha, and this would be the component of dm cos 90 minus alpha, that is dmg sin alpha. Since at this particle along the surface net force will be 0, so we can find out alpha here. So dma cos alpha equal to dmg sin alpha. dm cancel out. A by d equal to sin alpha on cos alpha, that is tan alpha. So alpha equal to tan inverse A by d. This is the elevation of the liquid in a container when it is displaced with the acceleration A in horizontal direction. Very important formula. So today's class is over right now. Thank you.